Twitch was down earlier, so there's hardly anyone here. Fine. We'll still do it. Now, I want to stress, those of you who are here, this is the truly hardcore people. I don't beg much, and I'm not a good beggar, okay? But if I was going to beg, it would be now. I am begging. It's not if. I'm begging. Retweet this thing. Put it where you want to put it. I don't care. Reddit. Someone put that thing on Reddit, please. We need somebody to put that thing on Reddit. We need somebody to put it on, we're going to have a shorter version on TikTok. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. But we need you. Whatever social media you use, boom, put that out there. We worked hard on the thing. Obviously, David did the rap. Charlie Silva did the sound. I had a cameo. Braden obviously did all the video work. And me and Kostya and David also were like nitpicking at Braden. We're like, we want this. And we had all kinds of little details we're coming up with. So there it goes. It kind of disses Redditors. We can still put in Reddit. That's fine. The video kind of disses us all in a way. All right. So let's do this graduate show here. And we got 4 people. And here's the thing about this graduate show. What I do is I show what they did, and if they've submitted a game to the database, we look at their games. Now, you see, we just have one game here. The issue has been that many people are not submitting the games. Now, the people who are submitting the games, I can tell you, they're doing fantastic work. We're going to yell at DM Hokie a little bit. The database hasn't been updated for almost a month, so there could be games in there. But DM Hokie hasn't updated the thing. In any case, that'll get done soon enough. But it's a question of culture and habit, really, that we get people to submit their games to the Dojo training database. I have a feeling some people are doing annotations and then not submitting to the database. Should be updated every week. Yes, that's what it should be. So let's take a look. We're going to go down the list here. And first off, we start off with Fictional Firefighter. Now, we're going to see if Boomer GM can deal with the window captures here. Let's see. Boom. That didn't work. Cry. Where's buddy? Where's your... Oh, it's just... My Boomer GM, someone ruined my captures. But, Boomer GM, he can figure it out. This all happened because Twitch went down, and it's Twitch's fault and all that stuff. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to fix it. I know it doesn't look good right now, but I'm going to fix it. See? It's fixable. All right, there it is. Boom. We're going to move this up here. Thank you very much. What are you going to do, Bose? What are you going to do? I'll make it a little bigger or something. Okay. So, here it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to get in here and look at what Fictional Fighter did. And honestly, if my memory serves me right, he didn't do anything. Or rather, I think he probably did some stuff, but he didn't put it in the thing. In any case, we're going to go look, and we're going to publicly shame him. And then we'll shame him on Discord, too. So there it goes. He started at 793. Oh, no, I take it back. He did click some boxes. Actually, I take it all the way back. So he started 633, went to 793, and is then obviously promoted to the next section here. He went all the way up, actually. Look at that, dude. He's gone up multiple times. So, wow, this dude is a true graduate. Let's go ahead and go up the ladder. Is he also a graduate of this one? I think he just jumped. He jumped that one. He jumped that one. And was he ever in this one? No, he just jumped all the way to 1,000. So there he is, Fictional Fighter. And funny enough, he starts way back here. I think that's where he is. Where's Fictional Fighter? Yeah, way down there. He started at 400, 600, and now he's at 1,000, 1,100. Let's see how he did it. Now, I don't actually get it because it says that he's to 793, but why would he be going up to 1,000? I'm going to do a little bit of searching. Now, one of the things I want to stress here is right up at the top. See, it says submit annotated PGN here. So that's how you can submit it to the database. And if you don't want me to go over the game, just say at the top, say, Kraai, never look at this game. It's fine. I won't go over it. The main thing I want to stress is the people who are doing the annotations are doing incredible, incredible work. And I'm convinced it's the act of publishing here that happens. It's the old Botvinnik truth that if you publish your analysis, you will just be clear in your thoughts. And clear thinking, clear writing equals clear thinking. Excuse me. Clear writing is clear thinking, as they say. So anyways, Fictional Firefighter did 7 games there, analyzed 4 of them, though they're not in the database, at least not that I could find. Did some postmortems, and then did the maiden ones. And we're going to do this. I'm going to just double check about this here, the Fictional Firefighter here. So there he is, fictional. And we'll go here and we'll find him. I just want to make sure he jumps all the way to 1,000. Oh no, there he was. There he was. And take it back. Take it back. So there he was in 600, 700. And he did 11 games, analyzed 9. Fantastic. Did some maiden twos. This guy's crushing it. Now, Fictional Firefighter, if you're out there and your games are in the database, but I can't find them because I'm a boomer GM, please let me know. He's doing all kinds of work. He's doing all kinds of work. And here, it's funny, he's not listing the current rating. Okay, let's keep going and see if we find more. Fictional Firefighter, indeed, there he is, 1,000. Now, one thing I can do is I can stalk him on chess.com because it looks like he's using the Chess.com rating. And so, yeah, let's go stalk him. Fictional Firefighter, Chess.com. Let's see if we find this dude. Oh, God. No, not finding it. Now, usually I do find it, though, Kraai. How come it's so hard? Fictional Firefighter. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just go Chess.com. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. I think I can find it. Somebody played him, and then I'm gonna see if I can control F and fictional. Ah, screw me, blind. What are you doing to me? Huh? Where's my fictional? Ah, killing me. In any case, my friend, that's a little bit of a. Let's try one more time. Other people, yeah. Anyways, I'm getting a little deep in the weeds here, but other people have played him. There he is, Fictional Firefighter. I'm stalking this dude. Boom. It has his real name there. I'm not going to say it in case he feels like he is being 793. So things are happening here I don't understand entirely. Well, where I don't understand. He definitely went up 1. But why he's up in 1,000? I don't know. In any case, let's move on. Okay, here we go. Next up, we've got Welsh Ready. And if my memory serves, I could not find much information on Welsh Ready. Here, let's go find Welsh. One great bit of, let's see if we can find a second one too. There he is at 1,100, 1,200. Down there, Welsh Ready, 1,200, 1,300. So, right, he started at 1,100 and went up to 1,200, 1,300. Is that correct, Amundo? Yes. Historical detail about when you say you Welsh on somebody, you know, that usually means you tricked him or something like that. You deceived him. And that comes from back in the day when the English, were messing with the Welsh and they made them speak English. But then if they started speaking Welsh behind their backs, that was what it meant to Welsh them. Okay, here we go. So let's go look at Welsh Ready. I don't think there was much information. Close this out. Bam. And nothing. Welsh Ready has not done anything in the scoreboard, yo. Nothing. Nothing Welsh Ready. So we don't know how you did it. Now, a lot of boomer GMs out there don't know how to use the scoreboard, intimidated. I think if you can't use the scoreboard, you're probably not going to get to the next step of submitting the PGM. So that's why we're publicly shaming you. It's not that hard. Is it a little bit boomer GM-ish? Yes. Okay, I'm with you. All right, let's go to the next one here. And we're dealing with half Vulcan. And let's go look up half Vulcan. Now, the thing with half Vulcan is I found, I think, one game. And, but that game was annotated by his opponent. We're still going to look at it. So, half Vulcan, where are you, buddy? Boom, 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 boom. Half Vulcan. Let's close this down for a second. And, right, he went up to 14-15. So, Kraai, what you need to do is, we're just going to look at him, what he did. Played 23, analyzed 22. Now, when it says analyzed 22, he did not submit it. At least if he submitted it, I can't find it, or maybe it's DMOki's fault because he didn't update it. Anyways, some made in twos. They're hard. Pete, Puzzle Rush, okay. And then not much else. So what we're going to do, my friends, we're going to go back over here, pop. We're going to go back over here, pop. And we're going to go back over here and say pop. And now we're going to move this down. Thank you very much. And we're going to go look at Half Vulcan's game. Now, this game, as I stated, this is not from Half Vulcan in terms of who annotated it. It was Finsfleet, his opponent, in the dojo who annotated it. So let's take a look. Fine. Okay. Queen b6, right. This is an interesting move order. Normally people play knight bd2 before they play bishop b5. And now white plays knight c3. It might be actually clever here to play c4. I think c4 would be a really interesting move here, actually. And funnily enough, with knight c3, I was just thinking to myself that on this move order with bishop b5, maybe you could even be a jerk and play queen a5 with the knowledge that the knight on c3 is misplaced. Yeah, that would be a cruel thing to do. Yeah, and you could even think about knight e4 in addition to e6. So knight c3 is definitely a mistake. I think c4 actually might give white an interesting game. See, because that way he can put the knight on c3, whether you decide to take on c4 or whatever you decide to do. Okay, knight c3, a6, here we go. Snip, snop. Now, this move, snop, is controversial because white can think about playing knight a4 now. Yeah. So if we go back, we could also suggest e6 for black here, if you didn't want to take with the queen. And the reason you might not like it so much is because knight e5 might truly be a little bit annoying after queen takes, and that was probably the reason he didn't do it. Half Vulcan here. This was my first game and had no idea how to annotate. My latest submission is much better. By the way, you're saying pawns are not people related to the Lewis chessmen at all. No, not related. Well, Half Vulcan, dude, can you send me either, if you don't want to do it in the chat, could you send me it in Discord where your thing is, and I'll take a look? Renga, I'm seeing it. I do a lot of things here, Renga. And I know you're a very demanding man. I'm doing a lot of things here, boss. Okay. We're going to take a look at this, and then if Renga sends me a link with his other annotations, we'll take a look at that too. Rook b1, definitely too slow. And the reason I'd be afraid of knight a4 here, I guess you got to go here, and then this happens. And the knight's nice there because he's talking to this soft square. Like you can push it, you can take on d4, but that square will be a victim to that knight on a4. Maybe white can play b4 later on too, you know. So yeah, rook b1, clear loss of time. We've talked about it a lot on this coming up out of the 1000s. That is typically the biggest problem for people, is that they lose time. And rook b1 definitely losing time because knight a4 is an option. And honestly, you could have, even if you didn't see knight a4, you could probably tell yourself, wait a second, I'll just castle, and queen b2 is controversial because he's allowing knight a4, but even like some kind of queen d2 might be unpleasant too. Black is so far behind in development. All right, rook b1, e6, knight h5. Controversial because you are down so much time. So this is half Vulcan. Half Vulcan. Check it out, boss. I want you to notice that you're bishop hunting. So your first bishop hunt with a6, I think, was playable. But this second, well, no, I think the knight a4, well, it was difficult. It wasn't playable the way you did it because he had knight a4. This one is especially controversial. So you paid a tempo with a6, and now you're paying another tempo with this one. No bueno, boss. No bueno. And the other thing is you probably don't even get it if he doesn't want it to give it to you. So definitely white would have an advantage after knight a4 and snip on c5. But what he does is also pretty good. And then that's a blunder because knight g5 wins. Right. Now I want to stress that when you don't develop, a tactical mishap like this is going to happen to you. White doesn't even think about it, trusts you. He trusts you. Pop. And now you've bishop hunted, and FG is interesting. It's funny, the conceptual depth to play FG is, you know, that's much deeper than missing knight g5, than the knight g5 move. Ages ago, Sarwan talked about this kind of decision as an example of what he called a master move, by which he meant, like, if you do this move, you are either a patzer or a master. And what I mean by this move is FG, right? I know you were helping me, Renko. What I want to say about it is, I want to check. If half Vulcan sends me it, we'll do it. In any case, Queen c7. And what's the main crime here is that it is not developing. Now, black's position might be fully playable here. But it's clearly scary with stuff like knight g5 on the horizon. Not only that, but knight a4 is also in the air. And main thing would be there with knight a4 is he's going to get all the dark squares. And your king is totally loose. We would like to play bishop g7, but from what I can see, bishop g7, knight g5 is the end of the world. And you think you like CD a little bit better, and I understand, but ED then opens more lines for white. I'm going to give G3 an exclam. That looks like a good move. All right, here we go. Have you shared the video yet, my friends? Have you shared it? Hold on. Hold on. I know some of you lamos haven't shared it yet. I'm putting it in the chat. Share this thing. You can share it on Twitter, whatever. Boom. Need to share that thing. We need that thing to go viral. Someone put it on Reddit, please. Come on. All right, Queen c7. And now there's interesting questions about whether Queen c7 might be correct, dude. But there's big questions about whether knight g5 or something similar is just going to win on this pawn. And I guess maybe not. It's interesting. So queen c7 might be correct. It also gets out of knight a4. Now, knight d2 is definitely not the scariest thing because he's simply not on you anymore. That piece wanted to talk to your coconuts, you know what I'm saying? So queen c7. If he finds nothing else, he should play knight a4. Sorry, I'm just staring. Complex plans comparing. Yeah, knight a4 looks good. And we can play with the intention of taking with the queen here. And it's pretty violent. Now, maybe you still survive with the move like bishop g7. It's getting hot here. No, maybe it still survives. This is interesting. And then if ed, you could play bishop d6 and hope to survive. And of course, now is the moment. If we're going to take on g5, this is it. If he castles, it's no longer lo puedo. And the bishops, of course, are strong. So pop, pop, check to the miserable king here. And if queen g5 were running into just queen e7. But wait a second, Baus. Rook f7, thank you very much. Oh, this is scary to me. You know, a old boomer GM like myself, this is the kind of things we didn't like. Okay, so this would be a moment for both players to analyze. And knight d2 is anemic because the knight wants to get into the party. Now this is weird now because he could have played dc. So I guess I get it though. I guess he got it. Okay, maybe knight d2. Maybe I'm being a jerk face here, huh? Kraai, you being a jerk face again? Queen f7. Queen f7's a thought. Because here dc and then the knights start hopping around on the dark squares at the very least. Whoa, Baus. Baus. That's an aggressive move, h5. You're an angry man. You're an angry man. Why didn't you just castle, son? Just castle. Look at your bishops. You're doing great. Why'd you have to go all loco in La Cabeza? Holy moly, here we go. There the knight comes in. There he is. Dang. Now, I agree with you. G4, and I guess I'd rather be white there. Because I don't know how your king is gonna make it. Maybe I still like white. I didn't like that one. I like g3. Okay, he likes rook h6. Now, look. What's the problem with rook e1? The rook on b1 wants to do something. The rook on f1 already does something, so this ain't it. Okay, good move. Boom. I'm not sure that's a comprende for me. What happened? He just hung his knight. I guess he said, that's it for me, Baus. I'm done. So yeah, rook e3 was the disaster here. Yeah, rook e3, question mark. And now our famous half Vulcan crushing it. And look at this. This is balls of steel, my friends, to play bishop e5. He's like, no, I'm coming through, son. I'm coming through. You can't stop me. That was a mistake. Bishop d4 ends the game immediately, yeah. Nice. Oh, nice. Can you do that? I guess you can. Ooh, look at that. Yep. Pretty good. Okay, I'm just going to add games. Add games. I did it. Stop messing with me. So, here we go. Let's start from the start. So it looks like a 30-20 rated classical game. When you're a little bit lower rated, you're allowed to do this. Looks like elite chess ratings because the Huff Vulcan's at 1944. Elite chess rating. If you're rated like 2400, that means you're like 600. I love elite chess, man, but their ratings do out of control, man. Out of control. And what happened over here? I lost my text. How did you lose your text, Bows? Oh, I have too many things. It went away. Where's my text? That thing. Where did my text go? So I lost the text. Darn. Wait, this one? Bang! There it is. Boomer GM. Okay. So here we go, my friends. This is Half Vulcan playing as black. And these are his annotations. The other one, he was just partially annotating it with his bro. Okay, so here we go. Half Vulcan. We are going to flip the board and check out what he says. Now, the main thing I want to do when I review people's games here is not necessarily to go too much in detail to like what's going on in the game. The main thing I'm actually focused on is the art of reviewing the game. Okay? Let's check it out. Fantastic. This is something I've done. Friend of the dojo, Eugene Perlstein, is a big advocate of this for black. And now F3. All right, this is a problematic, difficult situation for white to face. He needs to play bishop c4 here. Okay, so one thing about this position, it's a very spicy position, first of all, is that I believe d5 is now playable for black. And that bishop c4, you got to play bishop c4 before. Yeah. Very spicy sauce. Okay. So one of the main reasons to play this as black is that people won't know what to do, like here with white. Okay, here we go. Bishop c4, e6. And now, even though we made a mild mistake before, e6, d5, we're going to have a great game. Yeah. Now, a3 is definitely a mistake. Why? Because you're giving up time. Right? Giving up time. So, pop, pop. Now, when it says inaccuracy, knight d5 was best, I don't know. I don't know why. It looks to me like maybe that you mean it's a computer line or something, but ed5 looks like a great move. In general, when you have the isolated pawn, you want to not trade pieces, right? Yeah. So from a classical chess point of view, ed5 is absolutely correct. Because knight d5, bishop takes ed, maybe white survives here. Okay, maybe. I don't know, but maybe. Black might still be better. This one, though, he's got problems. And you write about bishop e2. By the way, now your Half Vulcan, I think, is in the chat. Just be clear, is these computer moves? Like bishop e2, knight h5? I don't know, because like rook e8 would be el natural. Rook e8 would be el natural here. Yeah. Okay. So bishop a2, rook e8, and it's probably done for. Let's read what he said. I wanted to develop my light square bishop, but d7 blunders the pawn. Okay. Okay, rook e8 looks great. I think he's toast, dude. I don't see any way out of it. Now, maybe you didn't realize, it'd be fine if you didn't, but maybe you didn't realize he was toast when it happened. So there's questions about, like, well, can he survive? Probably not. Could he throw in knight c6? Could he play king f2? These are some of the questions I would want to ask, but it all looks terrible. It all looks really bad. For example, pop, let's just say we take, maybe we can play rook e3, okay? But I still think this is horrendous because we're going to do this to you, and then we're going to do that to you. Maybe still, it's kind of tricky actually because my pawn is pinned. See, so this is still a little tricky. Wait, maybe let's try to. Can we improve this, buddy? No. See, it's complicated still. It's complicated still. So something like this would be, I think, a thing to analyze just to see if there was some way this poor fool could have escaped. And my gut is probably no, but we do want to be clear about what the line is. It looks like death, right? It looks like the absolute end. If queen d4, we have knight g4. All right. Let's keep it going with this analysis. John Bartholomew, I know you might not still be here, John. You might have just raided and then gone off to have a cup of coffee, smoke some marijuana in the closet, I understand, okay? But your friends are still here. Friends of John Bartholomew, go tell him, say Kraai needs to get his course to the top of the line, okay? Say, John, we know you still got pull over there, buddy. Get the aggressive repertoire to the top of the line with the elves over there, okay? With the elves and that chessable monkey and all that stuff. Get him to the top of the line. Okay, let's keep working. Work never stops. All right, queen d2, knight d4. That looks like an exclam to me. Now, queen d4, you call that an inaccuracy. Now, I have a feeling that's definitely computer analysis. My experience, half Vulcan, okay, is with computer stuff, it's best to do it after. Because then it's ridiculous to call castles an inaccuracy. Dude just lost a piece. He needs to get his piece back. He needs to get it back. He's got to get it back. Bam, good move. Bam! Now anything wins here. Anything wins. Bam! Bam! You know you're dealing with a Lee chess study when it says normal. No one knows why Lee chess does that. By the way, I'm a friend of Lee chess, but it always says normal, and I don't understand. And other people think that's normal, that it says normal, and I don't think it's normal. Okay? But there it is. I noticed when I turned this on, when I say this, the study, the Lee chess study that he sent me, that it like immediately did the computer analysis. And this happens on both Chess.com and Lee Chess. You like put a game into a study, unless you have your presets dialed in, it'll just automatically start spitting the computer's truth at you, in which case you're not going to be able to think about it.